Yeah, let me know when.
Okay.
All right. Welcome everyone to another fun interview of Woods Cross alumni of 1996. And today's guest is Angie Creer Danowski.
Hi,
So welcome Angie to this interview and happy to have you.
thank you for
It's
having me.
it has been a while.
A
So
long one.
it's been too long.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys. I love seeing classmates, but I'm still in Bountiful, so I tend to run into quite a few of them now and then. So
Well, yeah, I miss Bountiful. I miss Utah.
it's
So
good.
yeah. Well, that's great. I'm glad you're still there and hope to see more of you in the future. Uh,
Yeah,
but but yeah, I mean, so so Angie, wait, we go way back, okay?
yeah.
Um,
Since we were in probably preschool or kindergarten.
yeah,
Wow.
I, I don't know. Were you in Mrs. Was it McIntyre?
Yep.
Her preschool? Yeah, so we were in the same preschool and elementary and junior high and high school.
Same neighborhood. You and Megan. Yep.
Yeah,
Fun.
same ward. We
Yep.
we had some fun times over the years.
Your dad was my bishop just at one point, wasn't he?
Bishop, yes.
Yes, yeah, he was. So yeah, it's good. It's good to see you.
Yeah. Boy. I had a thought there, but I can't remember it. What was it? Um so I remember Mrs. McIntyre preschool, I called her Mrs. Mickey Mouse because I was so into Disney and Mickey Mouse. And then boy, elementary school, oh, boy, those are fun times.
It was
And then
fun.
yeah, especially the fourth ward. It was some crazy. You remember some crazy stuff that we did in the old ward?
Yes, you boys, the herd. Yes,
Yes, the good old herd.
crazy herd. Yes,
Who was in
it
the
was
herd?
Well,
fun. It was like Mark and John Shaw and Jason Coombs, Jordan Butler, John Liffrith lived there, Jason Cable. Um, oh, who am I missing? David Dibble. I mean, all of them. We all lived right there.
yep.
Oh, so,
Jeremy Palmer, Jeff
yeah,
South,
Jeremy Palmer. Yeah, that's right.
Adam Phillips,
Adam Phillips. That's right. Adam Argyle.
Adam Argyle. Yeah, all the guys.
Were you
Yeah, it
the
was
only
fun.
girl in that area, or was there girls too?
No, I was with Kate Sontag, Stacy Jepson, Paige Lillenquist, Natalie Raker,
Mhm.
Annie Butterfield, and Holly Drake lived down the street. There was a bunch of us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So we've all known each other for 40 plus years, which is kind of crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
it's good.
So I was
So,
gonna ask, since we're talking about that, do you keep in touch with which friends do you still see quite a bit now?
so most of my closest girlfriends from preschool, obviously that I grew up with, Natalie, Paige, Carrie Lynn, Stacy, Holly, Annie, Katie, Megan. We still try to get together at least, 3 or 4 or 5 times a year. And we've actually gone on several trips in our adult life, like for our 30th birthday or 35th birthday. Last year we were in Austin, Texas.
Oh,
So we stay in touch. My adult life has been a little crazy and a lot of emotional stuff, and they're always there. They show up at midnight. I don't know, they just show up whenever I need them. So I do keep in touch with them. I am single, I'm divorced. So I have run into some of our single classmates. Um, I talked to Brandon Fisher. He's a good friend of mine. I talked to Ryan Gale. We called him Noel
yes, Noel,
Gale.
yeah, yes.
I actually ran into him at an airport a couple years ago, and we've continued to stay friends. But yeah, it's fun. It's a blessing and a curse to still be in Utah after 46 years. It's part of me is like, okay, Ange, it's time to move on. But then it's also fun because it's home, and I do see a lot of our classmates, and a lot of our classmates actually have kids that are maybe now classmates of my kids. So that's fun too.
And are
So
they going to Woods Cross High too?
my boys actually go to Bountiful. I know. Ooh, just kidding. They went to Valley View Elementary. They're at Mueller Park Junior High, which I we went to Mueller Park, and then we went back to Woods Cross. But I have a son who will be a senior at Bountiful High, and I have a son that will be an eighth grader at Mueller Park. So it's funny because it's our old stomping grounds. I mean, it's fun though. It's good. And then I have an older boy. So I have three boys, but my oldest son passed away in 2020. So he would be 20. But he died when he was 16, and he was also at Bountiful High. So yeah,
Wow.
crazy.
Well, Bountiful's a great school too.
It is. It's a good school, but Woods Cross was amazing.
Yes.
Do you
Well,
ever go back to the old stomping grounds and reminisce and tell your boys about um, some of the fun things you did?
I was actually down at Woods Cross High School. So Mueller Park, the choir teacher has all of their choir concerts down at Woods Cross High School. But the school is like unrecognizable. I mean, when you walk in, I mean, it's still the same school, but it's completely, they've redone it. It's beautiful. The auditorium still, I mean, everything is still in its place, but it's just completely modernized a little bit. My kids get annoyed though when I try to tell them about, oh my gosh, this is what I did, and let's go up here, and they're just like, oh, mom, we don't care. I wish they did, but they really don't. So, yeah.
someday they will. Someday they will.
But I actually ran into Coach Rigby. I was at my son's choir concert a few weeks ago, and I was just walking down the sidewalk, and he was like, Angie Creer. And oh, I gave him a big hug. He's such a great guy, such a fun coach. It was so good to see him. Really good to see him. So,
That's
yeah.
because he was the wasn't he the soccer coach?
Yeah, he was a soccer coach and he taught history.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Coach Rigby's a good dude.
And he's still teaching there?
I, you know what? I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's retired.
Yeah, I think maybe he had I think he told me he had maybe a granddaughter that was playing volleyball that night.
Oh,
So
cool.
there was something else going on while we were at the choir concert, but it was really good to see him. He's such a great guy.
That's so
So
cool.
yeah.
So I wonder, talking about you were involved in lots of things. What's one of your favorite memories of high school, or even just an activity that you kind of reflect on?
So when you guys told me we were going to do this, I tried to start thinking of some of those memories. I even pulled out the yearbooks, and it brought back a whole lot of memories. I think one of my favorite dances, and it was with Matt Davis, and it was our sophomore year, and he took me to senior ball, and we hiked to Donut Falls in the morning. We went bungee jumping. We had a great dinner. He was quite the romantic. I think he pulled off on the side of the road, and we slow danced in he was driving a convertible. I mean, it was just kind of like, what is happening? But I remember it was probably one of my fondest memories for, as far as the dance goes. It was really fun. Of course, I have a lot of memories playing soccer. I loved playing soccer, and I loved even playing my sophomore year with the senior girls. They were fun, like Jamie Jensen and Heidi Hardman and some of those girls. Of course, dancing, love dance company. I love running into Shauna Furman sometimes, see her around town. And I was thinking of I don't know if I remember this correctly, but I think the student body officers Mr. Oh my word, Mr. C. Why can't I think of his
Cable.
last name?
Cable.
Cable. Mr. C. He let us have a sleepover at the school, the student body officers one night, but not really let us have a sleepover. We just accidentally left a window open. And if I remember correctly, we like Jake and Heather and Michelle and Kevin and all of us, we snuck in and had a sleepover. It was fun. A lot of fun. But you can't do that now. Like you can't get away with that kind of stuff. So, but lots of great memories. I was even thinking of Pep Club. I mean, that was so nerdy that we would just sit in these rows, in the bleachers and just, do our little hand things. But lots of good memories. So much fun.
That's neat. Now, didn't you do cheerleading too? Did you?
I did. I did it. I did cheerleading my junior year, and
Mm,
then my parents were funny. They always wanted us kids to be officers at some point, and I think our senior year, you couldn't be a student body officer and be a cheerleader. So I did drill team my senior year so that I could, have an opportunity to be a student body officer if I made it. So I did the Chatels and student body officer my senior year, but I shattered my ankle the first day of school our senior year. And so I kind of got wiped out of everything for months because I had 3 surgeries. And anyway, I was on crutches for a good portion of our senior year.
what did you
So
do to shatter your ankle?
we were playing Bountiful High soccer, preseason game. It was the first day of school. And I think that was the first game I got red carded. And this girl and we kicked the ball at the exact same time, like just impact. And I was trying to kick it or block the shot with my left foot, and I'm not left-footed, but tore all the ligaments off the bone, shattered it.
Oh,
And that was the first day of school. Crazy.
Ouch.
wow, that would hurt. Did you fully
Yeah.
recover? Are you able to be normal on your ankle now, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny now that we're getting a little bit older,
Mhm.
everything kind of hurts, but sometimes my ankle, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm fine. It's just a little weaker than the other side, but it's good. It's good. We're good.
Wow.
Do you still play soccer?
I played a little bit. I went to Rick's College after high school, and I played a little bit. I think maybe that was just intramurals. Is that what they called? I don't know. But we'd go down to Utah State, or not Utah State. Well, no, UVU maybe is what it's called. Anyway, we would go down there and play sometimes. But no, and then my ex-husband and we played on a co-ed team when we just had one little guy, one little kid. But no, I haven't played for a long time. I would love to, but I'm a little bit worried about getting hurt. I don't like to get hurt anymore. So I need to be in better shape. I need to be in Mark Morris shape to get out there on the soccer field.
I
So
wouldn't say that.
yeah.
I, I'm actually I'm actually getting injured quite a bit too now. I just ruptured my Achilles tendon or
Oh,
last year. So
that's
It's hard to get
so
old.
because I couldn't run as much, I did more uh, weightlifting and other things to keep in shape.
Hmm.
yeah. Sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, whoa, how come that hurts now? Or what is that thing that I feel? It's hard getting old. I don't like it. I am going to start lifting weights too, because I think that's where it's
Hmm.
at our age.
Well,
That's
I mean, I think our remember our good old friend Robbie Eastman. I think he has a place in Bountiful.
Do you know what? He actually got remarried and moved his gym clear down in Harriman, I think. But
Oh,
I'm still really good friends with Rob Eastman. So it, it's fun to see him, and I've been to his gym too. Yeah, he's fun.
that's good. I
Yeah.
miss Robbie.
that's awesome. So,
So we
oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Tom. I mean, not
should
Tom.
we Tyler did actually remind of us. We're gonna do a game with we thought
Yes.
would be fun with you to see how good your memory is and how much you remember from our high school days.
Okay.
So So we're gonna go over who was voted the most likely for our senior year on the categories.
Good thing you
So
looked
see,
at your yearbook.
yes, good thing you looked at your
Okay.
yearbook.
I don't think I looked at that page. Uh,
So let's see how many you get right. If
okay.
that's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with an easy one. All right, best smile.
Actually, I think that was me.
That was you.
Was it me? And I think it was Kev. Moody.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Was
was
it
you and
Kevin
Moody.
Moody? That's right. Yes.
Michael Moody, I believe. Yeah,
Michael.
Michael Moody.
Who's Kevin?
Little,
Kevin Mumford, you're thinking probably Kevin Mumford, but Michael
yeah,
Moody.
Michael Moody. That's right. Eliza's little brother.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. That was really nice that they thought I had a great smile.
You have a great
Yeah,
smile. too.
I remember.
That's awesome.
Well, that's great. Okay, so you remember that. Okay,
Okay.
let's go for a harder one. Best personality.
Ooh.
Was that Carrie Lynn Hansen?
No,
Oh,
no,
Jared Beckstrand.
no.
Oh, um,
All great personalities, though.
yeah.
We had a lot of great personalities in our senior class.
Let's see. Best personality.
I can't even remember.
Kevin Allen? Did I already say that?
No, no. The guy was someone from the student body presidency. Yeah, it was a student body officer.
Mumford.
No,
Jake?
no.
Care.
Think.
Matt.
Yes, Matthew Kerr. Yep.
Okay.
And then
Awesome.
the girl was someone you're talking to.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh,
I thought I got voted
Oh
for
my
something else.
best
Heather, how could you
personality.
forget?
Honestly, I
That's
thought it was something else. That's embarrassing.
That's wonderful.
Okay. Let's do one. Okay, best comedian.
Comedian.
Kevin, no, comedian. Jason Rush.
No, but he is quite the comedian.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Okay, what's the one that was eating goldfish?
I'm not sure if he was as much of a comedian. Yeah.
Carrie Lynn. Wasn't Carrie
No.
Lynn? Okay. Do you know what, Mark? I'm gonna go find my yearbook so I can ace this test. Um, the
Well,
funny.
if I didn't have the yearbook in front of me, I wouldn't have guessed a lot of these either. So
I think this is the last one that we're gonna do.
yes,
Who is it? I can't
it
remember.
is Casey Boardman
Casey Boardman, that's right.
and
Casey
Liz
Jepsen.
Castleberry.
Oh,
No, Liz Castleberry.
okay.
Liz Castleberry. That's funny.
Yeah. No,
That's
Stacy Jepsen. She was best legs.
best leg. Yeah, she does have quite the pair of sticks on her.
Oh
that's so
yeah,
funny. That's awesome.
good old Stacy. She beat me. She was like the only one that could beat me in a race and all throughout my entire life. Her and Heidi Sontag. Those two could
Yeah, they're big
outrun
and
me.
fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, I have a question for you, Angie.
Hey,
So, I think this is a fun question, but if you could go back to your high school self and give yourself some advice, what would you tell yourself back in high school? What would you tell them some advice?
first of all, I tell myself to calm down. And I'd probably tell myself to stop being so dramatic. I think, well, I actually might get a little bit emotional. On a serious note, I probably would have to go back and tell myself, like, girlfriend, you better hold on. Life doesn't always go as planned. And Sorry. Um, sorry, you guys. I'm such an emotional wreck all the time. Um, be kind to everyone and love everyone. And and maybe actually do your homework and study. Um, and just enjoy life. I don't know. That's a tricky one. But yeah, I for sure tell myself just calm down. Like, just enjoy it and love life and love everyone and do your homework. I wish I would have done my homework and got really good grades like you guys did. So
Uh,
yeah.
the thing I remember about you, Angie, is you were always kind to everybody.
Oh, so nice. I hope so. I think I've had a lot of experiences in my life where I've had to actually sit back and say, gosh, I probably want to reach out to that person and just say, I'm really sorry. Or, well, to all of our classmates, if there was anything I ever did that offended you or, was hurtful, I'm sorry
Yeah.
because I would want to be remembered as a kind person, and I'm super sensitive to it. Obviously, I know a lot of our classmates know that I lost my son to suicide, and it's heartbreaking, and they're just, there's just no tolerance. There's no reason to be mean to people or unkind, and yeah. So, but I appreciate you saying that. I hope I was kind. I hope I was.
Yeah, I
I've,
think
I've, I've yeah,
What?
I've always thought you were kind.
Oh, thanks, you guys. You're so nice.
and I always admired how you never seemed like you always were so involved, but you never seemed like out of control, like you didn't ever look busy. But I knew how many things you were doing. I was like, how does she keep it together?
I didn't.
Appearance, it looked
Oh,
like you did. So that was I
yeah,
admired.
my parents were, they were always adamant that we stay really, involved in school and extracurricular activities. And my dad wanted all of us to be officers, my siblings. And of course, I love soccer and I love dance. But where I suffered probably the most was my actual schoolwork. A funny story, and I'll just share this really quickly because I can get it off my chest. So, senior year, I was so overwhelmed. I felt like a little bit out of control. And Mrs. Riley, we had to do some big Romeo and Juliet project for AP English. And I had to tell this story to my kids because plagiarism is a real thing, especially now with AI and the tools that our kids have to be able to just kind of do their homework for them. Well, I was desperate and I reached out to one of our classmates and and paid for him to do my Romeo and Juliet assignment. But I didn't know that 7 other people had paid that same person for that same assignment. And it was those moments where
Wow.
parents were called and, we probably should have been expelled from school, but I'm just going to come clean. I'm as transparent as they come. I cheated. I cheated in that class and I got in big trouble. And yeah, you don't do that. And so I actually told my kids that story because I said, especially with AI and the tools that you guys have, it's so important to do your own work and then supplement those tools when needed, but you don't cheat. It's anyway. So just a secret. That was just one of my little secrets. But now I've told our whole classmate, all of our class. Mrs. Riley was very disappointed. And the person I paid for the assignment, I wished he would have switched up a few words so that they weren't all the same. But I should have just done the assignment myself. So anyway,
Did he get in trouble too?
oh, we all did.
Oh,
Yeah, we all got in trouble, and they were very compassionate with us. I don't remember getting it like suspended or anything, but definitely had to redo the assignment. I think maybe I probably got a U that I had to go work off or something like that. But it was serious, and I just didn't think anything of it. But to go along with what you were saying, you don't ever seem like you were overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed, and my schoolwork was the thing that probably suffered the most. So I got desperate. But I'm not going to rat out the others. I'll just tell us it was just me. So,
Oh, what a
Well,
good story for your kids, though, to know that you're not perfect and that, you know, I think that's really good to have those stories and be able to share them honestly with people. I think that's awesome.
yeah, thank you for sharing that. That's
it's a dirty little secret.
well, I mean, it's something that we can all learn from.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
And you think in that time, you're like, nobody's going to ever know. Like, that's what everybody tells you. Like, who's going to find out? You know, only you are going to know. And then you get in trouble and you're like, oh, whoops.
yeah, and for her to just kind of lay those assignments out, all with the same typos, all with the same everything. She was like, "So do you want to tell me who really wrote this?" And who, it was humiliating. I had to swallow my pride, and it was very embarrassing. And my parents were very, very disappointed, obviously. But so actually, funny thing is, I'm in college right now. I never graduated college. When I was pregnant with my oldest son, I had a semester left and I never went back. And it's never sat right with me. And so this January, I enrolled back at Weber State University and I had 24 credits. And so fast forward, in 2.5 weeks, I will have finished those 24 credits. So I work full time and I go to school full time, but I am going to graduate with my bachelor's degree finally. But I have learned all about AI and how easy it would be to not really do your homework. But the colleges now, what's so amazing is they can scan your assignments right through and it will tell them, is this 100% original? Or is this, is this AI? Like you can get busted. But it just made me have that conversation the other night at dinner with my kids. I told them, I said, your mother is so far from perfect. And I did a lot of things wrong in junior high and high school, but here's one. And I never want you guys to cheat. I would rather you get a D on the assignment than cheat. So we had that conversation. So it's really, really, really humiliating, but it's
Wow.
okay. I'm still,
So how do you like being a student again?
it's embarrassing. I'm the old Betty. I'm with all the 20-year-olds and I'm the old mom. But honestly, Mark, I love it. I have learned so much. I love learning about AI and technology. I'm in the professional sales program, so I learn how to give presentations and sales pitches, and I love talking with people. But my dad said, like, when we die, he would say this to us kids, you can't take anything with you when you die, nothing, but your knowledge and your relationships with other people. And so I love learning now. I appreciate it more. And so I love going to school. I do. It's just been hard working full time and going to school full time. I'm tired, but it's okay. I love learning.
I
So
think
it's
that's
good.
so neat, Angie. I think that's so cool. And what a great field for you. You're going to be good at sales and marketing, and that's awesome.
Well, and people say, well, what are you going to do after you graduate? Like, I didn't necessarily do it as far as for a career move. It was
Yeah.
more kind of a bucket list thing that I had never accomplished. So, and next up, we're going skydiving. Do you guys want to go with me?
Oh,
I
yes,
don't think I
actually, I
can.
do.
I can't do
Oh,
When are you
Heather, you
going?
can. Let's do it.
Uh,
We
uh,
can do hard things.
I I'll be in Utah in 2 weeks, so
Let's
let's go
go.
skydiving. I'm up
Yes,
for it. Okay,
I have
yes.
I have a bucket list now that we're getting closer to 50. Graduating college was one of them. Skydiving's up next. I really want to swim with sharks too, like in one of the cages.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. And I want to go on
Wow,
a
you're an adrenaline junkie. I didn't know this.
That, wow, that's so similar to my bucket list. So
Awesome.
let's go skydiving.
let's get a group and go skydiving. Heather, you're in. You're doing it.
Yes.
I'll have to
Heather has to
really
go.
mentally prepare myself. I probably could just do it. I just probably need to be pushed off.
Yeah.
It's
So do
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
We'll just do it.
I'm happy to push you off, Heather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's so fun. Well, I think this has been so fun, and I've got to know so much more about you, Angie. It's been really good. Is there anything else you wanted to share with the class before we go?
No, I think we have an amazing class. I actually Bonnie Bonnie Stocking, I don't know her married name now. She reached out to me not too long ago, and anyway, she just shared a real special thing that I guess happened with us in the hallway years
Oh,
and years ago. And anyway, it really touched my heart. And she is someone that you guys should reach out to. She actually has a YouTube channel where she cleans people's homes for free who are struggling mentally with anxiety and depression. And it's called, I think her YouTube channel is called A Beautiful Mess. Anyway, I love our classmates. I love running into people. I'm starting to not remember names as well as I wish I could. That's a little tricky for me. And we all kind of look a little different. So, I mean, we're still in there, but maybe a little grayer or, in my case, a little chubbier. And anyway, but I think we had a great class. 1996 was awesome. Woods Cross was awesome. We had great teachers. I loved Woods Cross, and yeah, it was wonderful. And life's good. Life's good. Life's been bumpy, but it's good. We have so much to be thankful for.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Yeah. We're going
Yes,
skydiving.
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
that's
Let me know.
yep, that's right.
There's a place in Ogden. I'll get it all set up and I'm gonna text you. We're going.
All right, that sounds good. I'm all for that.
All
All
right.
right.
You guys.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.